Hi, I'm Nick from Renegade Gaming here with Nathan from Controlling Gaming.
Hey, what's up?
Alright, and we're here to talk about blacksmithing and how trades work. So let's go over to this blacksmith right here. You see how you go all the way to the far right where it says research? Click on it and you go down and see if anything's researchable. If not, then you go down the trait line and see what's researchable. If you don't, you would have to look for these type of items, like this two-handed mace. You go down where it says weighted or defending or anything like that, and it will tell you increases attack speed by 6% or increases total armor but spell resistance by 6%.
Which are quite useful.
Yeah. And so you do not deconstruct it at all, or you will ruin a chance at researching a new trait for your weapon or armor. As you see, I have two for two-handed maces, and I'll show you over here in the deconstruct so I don't have to go back and forth through the bag and smithing. So I have the iron maul of shock. It will either give me, well, what I'm deciding would be having armor and spell resistance by 6 or having increased attack speed by 6%. For me, I would go with attack speed. So let's go show you right here. It will be under weighted right there. You double click it, click on the weapon, and research trait. So it will take up to 6 or 12 hours depending on what you are researching of that item. Nathan,
Okay,
do you have
so,
any input?
Yeah, so you're telling me the normal gear that I get out when I'm questing, stuff like that, if it's green or whatever, I just bring it here, do not disconstruct it. Instead, I research it.
Yes, if it has a trait like powered, charged, precise, infused, defending, training, sharpened, or weighted.
Alright, so basically I go into the crafting area, I go to research, and I just go through all the items, all the options for apparel and or weapons, and I see if I have anything. If I can, do it. Just absolutely do it, right?
Yep.
So you're saying that it's better to research things before you deconstruct them.
Most likely if that research trait is definitely needed. Such as the dagger. Let's go to creation. Let's change to weapon. Go all the way down to dagger right here. I do not have any steel, so I'll make an example with iron ingots. So you see the trait down here with the ruby that increases weapon and spell critical values by 2%. It will fairly give you a good advantage up in the higher level 10s or 20s most likely. Especially if you make an enchantment with it, like I will do right now for you guys. We'll craft it. Go to improvements. Find that dagger. Put your honing stone all the way up to 5. So you can get more damage on it. And it will most likely not break. If it does, then that's absolutely terrible. I feel sorry for you. We're going to be going in the bag. Oh, it's never happened to me before.
Of course.
I would cry. We go to the weapons in the bag. You right click on the iron dagger for enchanting. You enchant it, and I have a petty glyph of frost, which will give it 7 more damage and most likely slow and or freeze your opponent or enemy, basically. Which I'm not going to actually enchant it because that would be a waste of a glyph. Now let's talk about the blacksmithing skill line right here. You would most likely get your blacksmithing all the way up to 8, so you can get metallurgy. I can't pronounce that right.
Metallurgy.
Metallurgy?
Yep, I'm pretty sure that's it.
Okay, let's hope it's right. It will reduce your research times by 5% and allows research of 2 items at once,
Ooh, that's
which
nice.
I am able to do right now. I'll show you with a piece of clothing right now. With this belt right here. It's sturdy, so I can have a chance to avoid decay when wielder is defeated.
Oh, that's useful.
Yeah,
Saves money.
definitely. And I will research that right now. It will only take 6 hours, oh well, not 6 hours, 5 hours and 41 minutes instead of 6 hours, which saves me a total of 19 minutes of waiting. But if you get your blacksmithing all the way up to 18, you will most likely have to wait 5 hours and 30 minutes, I think, or 29 minutes. But blacksmithing is pretty useful. Like, we're at Mesantano's tower, and it has set apparel where if you have 3 items from the set, it will give you, while hidden, increased health regeneration by 40%, which is
And
pretty useful.
what that generally means is there are many areas throughout Tamriel that if you find these areas, there may be hidden crafting stations. Each crafting station has their own neat individual little perks that it can give if you have a few pieces from the set. It's really cool. It's awesome to discover them. It's even more fun to go get a friend and say, hey, come on, let's go find this place and then help me craft some gear. It's really cool stuff.
Yeah, like when you get to Stormhaven at all, if you feel like rushing the game, going all the way over there, there's a place like this, but in a barn, where it can give you increased armor. It's pretty useful because it gives you 100 extra armor for a Sev 3.
That is pretty sweet.
Yes, it is. If only I can remember the name. And the same goes for your clothing stations, your woodworking station.
Gotta make those nice bows.
Yes, like over here, for the bow, I have a trait of charged and training. And the tower's trait, well, basically it's a tower trait. It goes for all the same items in the area right here. So you'd be regenerating health in PvP quite often, most likely.
But me, I would want something that has to do with stamina.
Ah.
Because I don't take hits. I like to stay off in the back a lot. Like a ninja.
That's true. Alright. We're going over to the clothing station right here. And we're going to research a robe right here. You see how most of the gems right here are different from how the blacksmithing are? These are armor traits right here. They give you different stats, basically. Obviously. And, well, if you like light clothing, you can just research all of this right here. Or if you like medium clothing. I'm more of a fan of blacksmithing and heavy armor, so I just go blacksmithing all the way. And Nathan, what's your opinion on that?
I do think that heavy armor is extremely nice, but I do also like the crit chance and the stamina regen that medium armor has to, benefit from. It's all on the playstyle, and if you don't even like a certain type of armor, it's okay. This is an ESO. You could do anything you want, so quite nice.
Yes, and also, through blacksmithing, I was able to create this steel greatsword of flame, which is pretty nice because of the increased armor and spell penetration by 8%.
Ooh, can you trade that with me? I want to see it.
Okay. You can have it, most likely, because I can make 4 more of them. I just did a derp. I forgot to unequip it.
Oh, you have it equipped?
Yeah. Well, that's ironic. Here you go.
Ooh, wow, that thing actually is real. Oh, no, there's no way I could even use that even if I wanted to. It's way too high of a level. Very nice, though.
Yeah. The perks of being a smith. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. See you next time.